Hey, what's up, y'all? Shaun Murray here, and this is the Arc Sport. Yes, this is the all-electric boat. One of those things that you're hoping, you're like, man, I wonder if it's going to be torquey. And honestly, most electric boats are kind of comparable to the regular gas engines or the gassers. But what if you put a really big prop on it? Could you get more torque out of it? Let's find out. Yes, this is the all-electric Arc Sport, and it's really a first of its kind because this boat has been built from the ground or the water up all around an electric motor. So they've redesigned a lot of the different things, like the rear storage. We're going to check that out, and even here just at the dash, this big windshield, we're going to come back to here. But let's first head up to the bow and show you how this thing is laid out. My first impressions of the Arc Sport is that I like the intentional kind of, I'd say, EV design, the electrical vehicle design philosophy, where things are strong looking yet simple, say like Rivian or Tesla, like here on the snub nose bow design. Now it's not necessarily, say, the traditional bow that's pointed, but they've actually chopped a little bit of it off, which then allows you to get a bigger backrest here. Non-skid wrapping all the way around the perimeter, as well as these cleats. Great work on the cleats. I think they look good, but they actually are in great places because you do want some up here on the bow and aft, but they also have one right next to the driver. And every time I pull up to my dock, that's one that I like to be in control of. So great cleats. Nothing fancy about the storage compartments. It's pretty practical. It seems like it kind of take a beating. You're not worried about it. Hose it down, dry out quickly. This is kind of cool because they've offset their walkthrough, which puts you over on that side. That's kind of your standard seat, but then you've got this space so you could actually have two people sitting side by side. So whether you want your legs up or down, it's kind of cool. Now for context, I'm not associated with Arc Sport in any way, and that allows me to bring you my opinion now. In case you didn't know, I've been wakeboarding professionally for 30 years. I've won the world championships 4 times. I've got a bunch of family and friends that loves being out on the water, inside and behind the boat. So I'm gonna give you my opinion. Now, some places I do feel like they have some opportunities for improvement. A couple things like this backrest, it feels a little upright. Some of the seats like this, great angle. But also there's no wireless charging or even USB ports up here to charge a phone or some kind of accessory. But they do have 6 cup holders, 2 speakers that you can actually change the zones all throughout the boat and in the tower. Really cool interface. I'm going to show you guys up on the dash, so stick around for that. If you want to block off the wind coming through, of course, shut the windshield, but you can also put in this air dam. Now, the air dam does feel a little bit thin, but you're trying to block air and it does it great. And when you're not using it, you can fit it into a storage compartment. Some nice non-skid going all the way through to the transom, as well as a removable tilt-out trash can that's in here. It's a good size, as well as some good storage underneath the dash here, which actually communicates all the way back underneath all of these seats in that area. I'll show you the storage underneath the seats because I love me some storage in the boats. Up here on the dash, good non-skid so things aren't sliding around, as well as cup holders starting here, speaker on the dash, which really fills up the glass, 14 cup holders just in the main seating area. That's not counting the others, so that's pretty amazing. This is a really long space. Now, it's not super wide because of the offset walkthrough, but you can fit up to 15 people in this boat. It is 23 feet long, it's 102 inches wide, and it weighs about 7,500 pounds. Now, if you get the standard ballast, I believe it's 1,675 pounds, or you can upgrade to a 2,800 pound ballast system. And then you can also get another package that adds about 300 pounds. So depending on what you get between ballast and components on board, you can be up over 10,000 pounds. And does this have a good wave? Well, I can say yes, but if you want to find out, click the link in the description below and you guys can see the part 2, or getting behind the Arc Sport, to find out what it's like to wakeboard, surf, foil, just have a good time with some family and friends. This seat is really nice and long. Whether you're sitting with your back that way or this way, it's pretty comfortable. You've got communicating storage under this seat going all the way from there. Before I move from this area, you gotta see this. This is crazy. And that's the battery that runs this whole thing. It's impressive. It's not. That's just for some interior components, but watch this. The storage goes all the way from up behind the passenger to this point. The batteries are underneath this area, so these seats do not lift up, but they do have cup holders wrapping all the way through this area, as well as the USB-C and USB charging ports here and the wireless charging. Now that's both on port and starboard. Underneath me, you've got some good storage, good comfortable lean back for behind the boat action. Here they've capitalized on some really good space. You can actually fit an insulated cooler inside there, or bags, towels, a lot of good storage underneath there that's quickly accessible, so you're not asking people necessarily to say get off a seat. So this is kind of cool because this liner right here is actually gel filled. You can cool it in your fridge and then keep some certain drinks or sandwiches, things you want to keep cold in there. Oh, that was pretty clever. Here is the charging port, and it's actually on these magnets that are right here. When it closes, that's pretty cool. This tower design and function is pretty impressive. Not only can you tow with it at any position, right now it's at 100%. It's not the fastest going up and down, but it's very strong. You can literally stand on top of this thing. Now, I don't know if they say like do that or like that voids warranties or something, but yeah, you can. They put the speakers in a really nice place so they're out of the way. Taller people aren't gonna bump their head on them. You also have a camera up here on the tower, camera at the transom, camera on the front. Wait till you see the resolution on these things. It's pretty impressive, especially considering the size of the screen. Now, there's not even an option for board racks on this boat. Well, it's because you have so much storage up here. 2 boards you can put over on this side, 2 on that side, as well as underneath the tower storage. Speaking of board storage, let's head to the transom. I'm actually standing on a spring-loaded ladder, so you don't have to necessarily pull it out, and you don't have to put it back. That's pretty cool. Good space up here, grab handles, as well as a big handle up here that if you want to pull yourself out of the water a little harder, maybe you're tired at the end of that set, pull yourself in. They've got a low tow point here, and they actually have transom seats here. Now this is pretty simple design here. It's not like a big plush backrest, but you can relax absolutely while people are swimming there. And right behind me on this side and over there on the starboard side, there are speakers at the transom that cast the sound back to the surfer, which is a nice feature. Now, wait till you see what's under here, because normally this is where the engine is going to go. Of course, you've got some nice space for getting your suntan on. This is really where the Arc Sport separates itself. This boat was not built around an engine and then they took it out and said, well, what can we do with it now? No, they started from the ground up, an entirely fresh hull. The amount of storage space in this thing is crazy. And the nets where I put the wakeboard rope on this side and surf rope on that side. And then the amount of places in here, depending on how you fit your surfers and wakeboards and the types that you have, you can get a lot back here. Arc Sport, this is great. Okay, I'm trying to get the boat position just right so I'm operating the thrusters. Is that plural with an S? Yes, thrusters. There is a bow thruster and a stern thruster, which gives you phenomenal control with this thing, and you do it all by the joystick. There's a lot of different functions over here. You can change the camera views, the tower height, the speed control, some different lighting, some of the different information that pops up there. But if you want to get the thrusters, you double click this. So with the thrusters, it allows you not only to spin a 360 very quickly and powerfully, you can put it into beginner or advanced mode. You can have it give you the ability to back up in a straight line, so it kind of enhances those reverse steering maneuvers. But since there are 2, you can actually slide the boat left and right, which is amazing for when you're pulling away from a dock. They have other various controls over here on the joystick, things like controlling your cameras or the cruise control, some different features that will pop up on the dash. Now, I want to be nice about this, but I do have to say, while the seat is comfortable, it's not very much in line with the rest of the boat in the sense that this boat is super torquey. You give it some throttle, you give it steering, like it's very responsive. So I feel like the seat could kind of hold me in just a little bit better. I'm not falling out or anything, but I definitely feel like there's opportunity for them to maybe just look at the seat. Rest of the things that I really like the function around here. I love that there's a cleat here. I like this knob being here for when I'm pulling into a dock and operating some various functions. This screen up here tells me when my steering is straight. I can change the camera views to be up on the tower, the transom, or the bow. But what I find myself doing here is leaving the bow camera up here while I'm pulling someone, because like all boats, the bow rises while you're surfing, even wakeboarding. And this gives you right down to water level, and you have a clear view and really nice resolution on this big screen. Also gives you good information where you can have things like your depth cast up here. You can pop it up there if you want it, put it away. Some of your different ballast views, your thrusters, your tower. So this is a really nice heads-up display. It tells you in forward and reverse, your speed, and your kilowatts that you are burning. Burning, is that what you do with it? You're using? Up here on the dash, you also have another speaker that is sending the sound right up into the glass. A cup holder here, but these are the cup holders that I find myself using more. There's a non-skid area back here for some more accessories that you might have, and some good storage for other things that the driver, say it's your turn, you want to throw your hat and your sunglasses kind of down into that area there. And then you've got some storage in here as well as a charging port right up on the dash. And this windshield is so big, it gives you a really nice view, and whether you're in the seat up or down position, you're still behind the glass. That's a massive screen, and it really has such a nice look depending on what you want to see, whether it's your GPS map, pick your user profile. So they have all of these different profiles. Honestly, I feel like there's almost too many of them. They can kind of simplify that, but it's going to tell you all of your predetermined ballast settings, wake and wave shape. So let's say you want to hit surf regular medium. Okay, you're going to hit that. These are going to fill very quickly, and then it's time to surf. So what's cool about this is you can pick what view you want. That's up under the bow. This is the tower camera, and this is the transom cam. This is probably what I would pick, because if you want to record somebody surfing, you can do that and then drop it to your phone. That's pretty amazing. And it's got amazing resolution, and that's pretty cool. Your cruise control is all done right here, and you can change the speed, but I feel like they could also give you control of that maybe over on some kind of other knob. Interesting little way to do it. This is their cruise control, and you can pick your speed and then hit update speed. And then you can turn your cruise on or off. The tower height control is pretty cool. It's going down to 48% right now. It's not the fastest, but it's one of the strongest powered towers with bimini that you can literally stand up on top. In the boat, you not only have heated seat bases, but also the backrests. And you got plenty of juice to keep those warm. Now, if you want to dump the throttle on this and feel yourself get put back, make sure you tell the passengers, but you can actually change the acceleration of how much energy is put into that motor and prop. Now, you can also turn on your assisted steering in reverse. That allows this to back up with the steering wheel using the thrusters, and then the thrusters, you can put them into beginner or advanced mode depending on how much you want them. Even in beginner, they're very powerful and fast. Super easy. Obviously, they're going to have really nice integration of your phones. So here's some crazy things about Ark that separates itself because it is an electric boat, being that it's a motor. You don't have an engine to service. So right here, this gives you the information to contact Ark. So if you guys want to get a demo of Ark, you go to their website, arkboats.com, contact them. You can even go and build your boat and be like, ooh, I want to see what this look like. But they will bring a boat to you for a demo, and then you can order your boat. They build it and they deliver it to you. So they don't necessarily have a dealer network, but they don't have all these things that you need to service. You don't necessarily watch your engine hours on these things. You do have a meter that tells you how long the boat has been going, but it's only when you are moving. And so you don't have all the engine component parts to service. So right now, they do have techs that fly around the country to take care of things if something happens, but I hear it's really not much travel for these guys right now because things are working pretty well now. That's what they told me. You guys can contact them and find out for yourself. Either way, they got something special here. Of course, they're gonna have some cool lighting in here and all the different colors that you can choose to happen, whether it's inside the boat, outside the boat, under the water. And then speaking of controlling the zones, this is pretty cool because you can see where the sound is and what you want it to do. It's a really nice user interface. And then, of course, they have it to adjust according to your speed. When you get into the charge screen, it shows you all these different ways that you can get faster charging, better performance, set it up. I just put it on auto. So when we depleted this thing to nearly zero, we put it on auto, plugged it in on a 40 amp charger at my house, and it was ready to go in about 24 hours. That was pretty good. So I've had so many of you guys asking me, well, what about the Arc? I want to see the Arc. And well, here it is. So Arc, thank you for letting me check it out. This thing is amazing, and we've had a great experience with it. And well, I want to thank you guys for watching. And well, Arc, you guys have done really something special here. Right now, there's over 60 Arc Sports out on lakes, and people are getting behind them every day, and they're building more every day. It is a very unique experience, and if you ever have the opportunity to get in one, I encourage you to go for it. Now, if you do want a demo, go to arcboats.com, contact them, and they can bring one to you, and you can experience it for yourself and see what it's like. And if you do go get a demo behind an Arc, come back and let me know what you thought of it, whether you get it or you just tried it out. Put it in the comments below. And well, if any of you guys have any questions or comments for me or Arc, put those in the comments below. And of course, you can go to their website and contact them directly. If you don't subscribe, maybe consider doing that. And you could also hit that notification bell so that you know when videos like this are going live. And now, if you want to contact me directly for product reviews or coaching or whatever it is, you can go to ShaunMurray.com and click contact. And well, I am very grateful anytime that you guys hit that like and share button, because it honestly goes a long way. So thank you for taking your time to do that. No matter what you're doing, always enjoy your ride. Peace.